We were not aware that Davido was featured in our songs. Chwala Bam Bam, that is something interesting and a lot of people are really talking about it. Remember that, Davido was meant to jump on the remix, and according to the interview they had with this person, one of the, kind of songwriters, one of the performers of that song, came out to say they were not really aware that, Davido was on that particular song, and something happened in the past where they have to remove Davido and then substitute it with Burna Boy. This is still causing rift between the outsiders and the 30 BGs. That is something I got to understand. I will share this story with you guys so that you will get to understand it at a point like this. And we still got some of the massive interesting stories around African entertainment. But before we dive into the stories, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Olamide has actually hit a milestone, became the first African rapper to hit 1 billion stream on Spotify. That is actually massive, and we have to give it to Olamide to an extent. This guy has invested himself, his energy, his resources, and his talent in the music industry, and this guy is getting a lot out of the music industry. And this guy has one of the most successful record label in the country outside Maven Records. That is something I got to understand, which was meant to actually house YBNL artists or former YBNL artists Ashake. These guys are having issues right now, but we need not jump into that. What we are celebrating right now is Olamide is one of the biggest rapper in Africa in terms of Spotify's records. That is something I got to understand from this particular big story. And we need to talk about it more, and we need to really give props off to Olamide because he has contributed to African music to an extent and also has actually raised a lot of disciples under his record label. The likes of Ashake, the likes of Fireboy, and a lot of others will always testify to Olamide's support in the music industry, and also the likes of Zlatan Ibile. In Africa, we got a lot of interesting music genre, and a lot of people are not willing to recognize this, especially from the western part of the world. These guys tends to boss us into Afrobeat, and that is why it becomes too complex to actually select the credibility of our artists in this particular Afrobeat thing. That is something I got to understand. A person of Tyler has actually spoken to the world about Amapiano not being Afrobeat, and said, yes, Amapiano is not Afrobeat, but you guys are always bossing us into Afrobeat to an extent. And this is coming in from also a South African artist and speaking about Amapiano at a recent interview in US, and that is really getting a lot of people's attention and saying that yes, in Africa we need to really recognize some kind of a sound genre. We got the Azonto, we got a lot, we got the high life, we got the dancehall, we got Fuji, we got a lot. It's just that Afrobeat tends to fuse most of them together and becomes Afrofusion, just like Burna Boy used to say. But right now, this particular artist is speaking about it at a recent conversation he had with Afrima CEO in US. Let's catch a glimpse.
Because before, like back in the days, when we talk about South African music, like the likes of Meso, rest in peace, aka, it was mostly hip-hop and rap. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this whole Amapiano vibe era just started. It just sneaked up on us, you know what I'm saying? But it's like feel good music. It's like it has dance in it.
But I'm saying, like how it was created. It used to be just beats, like soulful jazz beats that were, I don't know, how can I put this thing? That never used to have vocals. It never used to be a vocal thing. Just beats. You know what I'm saying? Because they used to play instruments. It used to be like, as you say, like feel good music. You know what I'm saying? So they play the piano.
What can you make out of this? What is your own take about this story? I want you to put that in the comment section. Do you quite agree with them on this? put that in the comment section. If you don't still agree, put your own opinion in the comment section so that we can have a glimpse at what you feel. Do you know that South African artists made the whole world to dance to alcohol? This is actually interesting to an extent, and a lot of people will get surprised at this. Remember the song, Chwala Bami, and that song was one massive song that was done on Amapiano to an extent. And you need to understand it from a different point of view and start living through on this and get to understand that we still got some interesting artists from South Africa. Due to say we not hear the language, we were dancing to it because Amapiano is a non-vocal performance, just that they decided to infuse vocals on Amapiano, and now we are getting the whole world to actually vibes to it. This guy came out to say the meaning of Chwala Bami is alcohol. Let's listen to him.
What does Chwala Bami mean, actually?
Alcohol.
Oh, that's what it means?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we've been dancing to alcohol.
They got all of us, choking, dancing to this particular thing, but we don't know the meaning. Say now, only alcohol. I mean, are we still dancing to alcohol? Ask yourself this particular thing right now. That is to say that, this music thing, sometimes beats can carry music to an extent. That is something I got to understand by this whole thing. Guys, remember that a person of Davido was supposed to be on the remix of Chwala Bami, and a lot of people are really excited at that, and that is really interesting to an extent, and somehow we need to understand it from a different point of view and start living true to ourselves. Somehow some people will say that Davido and Burna Boy, they decided to choose who is better on that kind of beat. I think it was really a contractual relationship issue that happened according to the explanation given to one of the artists of that particular song. And now a lot of people are beginning to understand the big story from that point of view. I think we should not assume a lot of things because we love this or we love this our faith more than this and other things, and we wish the other person's evil by all means. That is what a lot of people are really always doing in the case of Burna Boy, Davido, and Wizkid, and that is not going to help our music industry. We are talking about 2025. Thank God for 2024. They were able to clarify a lot of things, and now some people are getting a hold of it. Let's catch a glimpse.
You guys did that song. It was four of you on the main record, the original record, and there was a remix with Davido. I heard it. Yeah, there was a remix with Davido. It was never ever it was never ever released. It was never ever heard anywhere. No, I need to know.
But I'm just saying, I don't know anything about that.
You were not in the studio?
No.
With Davido when they did that record?
I was never involved in that.
Why?
Because I was never involved.
No, because you if you say four of you own that record.
Yeah.
If you four of
But you see, with South Africa, that's what I'm saying. With South Africa, like most of the time, the producers have a bigger hand. You know what I'm saying? Because it's their song. We did it at their place, whatever. They have them and their label have the whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
are you saying it's like a decision of the producer?
Yeah, but do you think that's fair?
It's not, but like, hey.
What is your own take about this story? Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I love you guys. Keep supporting Afrobeat blog across social media platforms.